And it looks like we made it. Welcome to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. I'm your host, Ale Wolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, Mama Ales, baby boy. And welcome back to the stream, folks. This might come as a surprise to a lot of you. I said Ales is not streaming on Friday. Ales has stuff to do. Ales is unavailable. And yet here I am on a Friday, which is unusual, it's painful because you weren't prepared to be here. You were just like, hey, what is this? Is the sky crumbling? Are stars falling down? Or shooting stars? Eclipses? Total eclipse of the heart? No. It is. You are living in no illusion. I am actually here, and let me clarify over here. I think I originally thought I won't be streaming today. I actually had to take care of some tax work, which I had been pushing back for quite some time. I was actually able to get through it, maybe I want to say hour and a half, getting all the stuff together, and I think that's done more or less. I had a couple other things to do. I had to take Churro out to go to the vet. As you can see, he's right over there. That actually took a lot less than I expected. And so here I was sitting down and I thought, well, I've got 3 hours to myself. I could stream. And so here I am. And so here's hoping that you find this a particularly happening event, something that stimulates you. I won't be streaming for as long as I generally do, of course, because I've already got at the very least 2 hours lost. But you know what? At least we're here, and at least we're good. And I did feel like I wanted to get a couple of things off my chest. Number one, of course, Happy International Women's Day. I know that this is Women's History Month, but of course today, importantly, it is Happy Women's International Day. So here's to you celebrating all the women in your life, all people who are declared femme, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and certainly celebrate their contributions, their significance, their importance, and how they have impacted you and your lives, the things that they have brought to our society, and everything that stems from their perseverance, their works, their creativity, their originality, and our affection for them. So here's to Women's International Day. And actually, maybe that actually brings me to an important point here. I would love to cheer you guys, and I haven't done so yet. So let me actually do this thing properly. What is on tap today? What are we drinking today? This is something that we have had not too recently. This is a bottle of our favorite Eyinger Brauweiss. And what exactly is an Eyinger Brauweiss? These are two foreign words that are unfamiliar to a lot of people. Of course, Eyinger is a brewery in Germany. It is a nice brewery in Germany. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get to visit it. I don't know if it's actually established in Munich. Let me actually check that. It says Eying, Germany. Hey, guess what? Eyinger is actually based in Eying, Germany. So here's that. And welcome Inigo. How are you doing this fine afternoon? Good to see you. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. And so this is a wheat beer. This is a German wheat beer. And so you might be wondering to yourself, well, what exactly is a wheat beer? You of course know that beers are generally made from barley, and so you've never heard of this wheat beer. Well, let me suggest to you that wheat is actually one of the malts that has been used with beer brewing historically for the longest time. And of course, this is a very long history. Wheat beers have a very rich history in both Germany and Belgium, which are some of our best beer creating countries. That's a weird way to put it. Beer creating countries. Anyways, there's lots of wheat beers over there, and of course the idea is that as opposed to using a lot of barley, you use a a hefty amount of wheat in the mash, and you brew that up and you make that into a beer. It gives it a slightly frothier, slightly more thicker taste, foamy, if you will. I like to think about it. They're very rich. They're very delicious. Let's see. My Travis anime shirt got a hole within days. LOL, yours is a softer pink. It looks nice. Oh yeah, you like that. Yeah, of course, this is, gosh, I forgot what the name of the group was. You know, it's not Strawberry. God, it's been a while. Yeah, I thought I should take this out for a spin. Too bad, it's unfortunate that yours hasn't survived, but, you know, you could always get a new one. That there's always that possibility. So, as I was saying, yeah, they're slightly more thicker beers. One of the reasons why you have that is simply because wheat beers tend to be unfiltered. Now, what that means is that what you get in the fermentation tank is largely what you get in your bottle or can. The other nice thing about that is the fact that, again, it gives it a slightly richer body, something closer to a stout over a lager, if that makes any sense to you. The other nice thing about wheat beers is that they have very strong fruit-like characters, and specifically for German wheat beers, what you're going to be looking for is banana type notes. So when you get into a good German wheat beer, what you're going to taste is something very close to like banana bread, which is quite delicious, certain notes of cloves, and yeah, I found that actually back when I was a non-beer drinker, my way into the beer domain was actually to drink wheat beers. They are not as, you know, they're probably as accessible as ciders if you want to compare it to anything. So yeah, that is what a wheat beer is. In Germany, they're called Hefeweizen. In Belgium, they're known as a wheat beer. So that's also an important distinction right there, of which I will go to if you will allow me. But you know what? Maybe we don't need to do that right now. I did want to go ahead and review what Untapped has to say on this particular matter over here. So let's go ahead and pull this up over here while we go over this way. Hey, so Eyinger Brauweiss. It's a wheat beer, aka a Hefeweizen, 5.1% alcohol by volume. Wheat beers generally tend to be not too alcoholic, so at 5% is actually pretty par for the course. Fragrance and taste of the yeast cloudy wheat beer are distinguished by a refined top fermented flower yeast character and an unmistakable distinct banana aroma. First sensation on the taste buds is full bodied, very soft and mild with a lively champagne-like sparkle. A light, typical wheat beer taste is expressed, the bitter tone of which can scarcely be detected. The sparklingly refreshing Eyinger Brauweiss will impress every wheat beer connoisseur with the first mouthful. And so, you know what that means? If you're not recognizing, you're not impressed by Eyinger wheat beer, that means that you're not a beer connoisseur. You get that? Okay. So yeah, that's what Untapped has to say on the matter. Let's actually go ahead and taste this. Did the taxes go well? I have no idea. I have submitted the paperwork. Here's hoping that I get some money back. Chances are I will get nothing and I will have to pay a lot. So there's that. There's my assessment for the year. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this kid. Here's hoping that nothing explodes. And it's good. And today we've got our Hefeweizen glass, which was gifted to us by friend of the stream, John. As you can see, there's the Ales and Fails logo. Look for it at a thrift store closest to you. And so we're dropping this. Looks nice and golden, a slight orange tinge to it maybe. And there we go. The nose is already being filled with banana notes. It's a rich cloudy color right there, definitely translucent as opposed to transparent. You got a good rich head, essentially from the wheat note, from the wheats that's being used here. And again, good notes of banana, definitely sweet banana, almost like ripe banana. Let's go ahead and taste this. Fang a nail, dear viewer, and once again, happy International Women's Day. And so, It is definitely toothsome. I want to say maybe a 2.5 in terms of body composition. Very little hops. A good taste of sugars there. Yeah, very little in terms of any sort of bitterness. It's almost as if you didn't actually use hops in this particular beer. Really strong taste of banana, creamy banana, I want to say. Good notes of cloves on the nose. Good maltiness there. Yeah, and kind of just like delicious overall. I don't wanna oversimplify it by suggesting that it is a one-note beer, but it is definitely consistent throughout, and it is very refreshing as well. I wouldn't go on a marathon and drink this, but I would certainly say that you know what, if you're feeling hot, this will certainly cool you down. So let's go ahead and rate this. 4 stars. Maybe that's a bit high. Let's go with 3.75 today. We do love our Iyengar. Great. And let's go back over here. Okay, let's see. I've calmed down about the whole dog thing, but my thigh is aching. Sometimes I stretched out a little pain when walking. That's where the dog got me. Well, yeah, I remember you telling me about this exchange that you had with a dog. I didn't unfortunately have time to investigate or question too much, simply because yesterday was a whole deal. If you'll recall, it was a little difficult. Let me simply ask: did you get like a bruise or anything, like a cut perhaps? While that is happening, though, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that have been on my mind. And of course, no bruise and no cuts. Well, that's good. You definitely shouldn't be getting any infections. I can only assume that it was probably like something where maybe what am I trying to say here? Maybe there was a little bit too much force in terms of the dog, but I'm assuming that if there was no bruise or no cuts, then and again, not to suggest minimizing any of your pain or anything like that, but I'm thinking that it might mostly be benign in Igo. But yeah, I did want to talk just a little bit about the fact that one of the greats of our time, Akira Toriyama, did pass away a couple of days ago. It was only announced, I want to say yesterday afternoon. At least that's where I got the notifications on Twitter that this man had passed away. And of course, Akira Toriyama is a well-known figure. Certainly the creator of the Dragon Ball manga series as well as the anime. Rest in peace indeed. He's one of these individuals that affected a lot of people throughout the generations. I don't know that there's too much more than I can say in terms of Dragon Ball. Of course, I've seen Dragon Ball throughout my life. I want to say that I've been watching the anime in one way or another since I was a kid. Very big in South America, actually. Dragon Ball was one of the big hits in South America. So I originally started watching it in Spanish. And it is the sort of thing that every single kid would watch at the same time. And, of course, everybody loves the fight scene and all that, but I do think that there was a certain charisma and a charm about the way that the series often portrayed itself. There was lots of humor. And it's, when I think about why I was always compelled to watch it, it was always simply because it promoted this message of like, you know what, you're going to encounter these ridiculous challenges, blockers along your life, and you know what, sometimes you just gotta, for lack of a better term, train and like work hard, and someday you'll overcome these challenges. And it was this kind of idea is that if you try hard enough, if you continue to push yourself, you'll actually be able to overcome these challenges. Now, of course, this is kind of silly to take away from like this guy fighting aliens and machines and things like that, but when you distill it, that's kind of how I saw it. Dragon Ball it's also just a show about like friendships and like camaraderie and like making your enemy see your way, and again, lots of comedy. Yeah, so that's kind of how I remember it. Of course, Akira Toriyama did also do a lot of artwork, specifically for the Dragon Quest series. Dragon Quest artwork is largely Akira Toriyama's artwork, and you can certainly see the same charm in those games as well. And of course, one of my favorite video games of all time, Chrono Trigger, was also the artwork was also provided by Toriyama himself. So it is very sad to see him go. I know that he was still involved in the Dragon Ball Super series, and it'll be interesting to see how that series evolves without his input. Of course, our condolences go to his family and friends, and yeah, I'll definitely will never think. What am I trying to say here? Again, not trying to make this about myself, but certainly an edifying block of pop culture for me, and some of the messages in that series, in his works, are going to continue to resonate with me forever. Let's see, Dragon Ball, even though I haven't watched it personally, I would go as far and say it's the Bible for anime. It is in many ways something that influenced a lot of works that came afterwards. Certainly kind of set like a coursework or a strategy for lots of shonen anime. And welcome my friend Rich Lich Glitch, RIP Akira Toriyama. I think that's a super applicable takeaway from DBZ. Well, I'm glad that you think so, Rich. Again, I don't want to simplify like the messages of like this entire very long series or anything like that, but at the very least, that's what I took away from it. So I'm glad that you can also see it that way. Also, hello Ales, that beer looks good. I'm glad that you think so. It's actually a wheat beer from Eyinger, which I learned is from Eying, Germany. It is very banana-y. Those of us that grew up with DBZ have all these shared experiences. He's touched many lives. Absolutely, I agree. And it is really heartening to see people on Twitter and people on Discords and everywhere else just talking about the way in which his works have actually touched their lives and how they've influenced them, and the fact that they are very thankful for his contributions to pop culture and anime in general, and video games of course as well. So it's very nice to see that. While I am on that thought though, let me go ahead and give our friend Rich Lich Glitch a shout out. Rich Lich Glitch is an amazing streamer. I am only going to say that full name once more because I'm going to just stumble over my words. Let's just say follow Rich. Again, amazing streamer. I missed your last stream. I don't know what you were streaming. I hope it was Castlevania. Let me know what you were streaming. But yes, a very kind person. One of my, I want to say, newest streamer friends. Sorry if I'm overestimating our camaraderie, but I see you as a friend. So thank you very much for popping in and talking to us a little bit about your thoughts with Akira Toriyama. Thanks, Hales. Pick a syllable. I don't want you working that hard with the whole name. Hey, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best here. Once again, thank you so much. Here's hoping that you're having an awesome day. I know that I did see you earlier in Allison's stream, and that was nice to see you too. Okay, so yeah, that's rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. That's actually also the reason why I'm wearing today's beanie. Those who know. Okay. Let's see. I see you as a friend too, Hales. Always fun chatting about anything. I appreciate the thought, Rich. It's that's very kind of you to say. I never want to make these assumptions. I didn't want to put you on the spot. I'm kind of just going by a word of brain drain, brain vomit. That's what I meant. The other thing that I wanted to talk about before we actually play a game, I know everybody's just like waiting. What is he gonna play? Why is he still talking to us? Yep, the Majin symbol. Of course, it's the Majin symbol. We do love our Majin boos around here. That's all good. Do you? Appreciate it. Very much appreciated. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about, generally on Fridays, I do talk about anime that I've been watching. And of course, one of the things that I've been following, which has, I guess, roughly been simulcast, is Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Now, Frieren, of course, is a story about this long-lived elf. She was once part of the party that defeated the Demon King, then saved the world. And, you know, like 70, 80 years later, after her original party of adventurers has passed away, she finds herself retreading a lot of the journey that she did when she was part of that original party. And I really like this anime because it kind of just puts the passage of time and, you know, kind of like the way people's ideas and beliefs ripple throughout history. And she is seeing all this, and you kind of like get a very interesting perspective, an original perspective from her, simply because she is, for you know, a lack of a better term, eternal. And yeah, it's kind of rich, and you kind of see how nuanced it is to absorb this passage of ideas and people and things like that. So the last thing that I've been watching, the last 2 episodes that I saw this week was Conquering the Labyrinth and Perfect Replicas. That's episodes 23 and 24. They're essentially in the second part of the mage exam. The exam really is they have to go inside a labyrinth, and they have to go to the deepest level to actually find out what's inside the labyrinth and pass the second part of the test. They don't have to be in teams like in part 1 of the test, but you find out that everybody actually wants to team up because they will have better chances at going and making it all the way down the bottom of the labyrinth. You kind of start to see some of the challenges that are inside the labyrinth, of course, and the interesting thing and the crux of episode 24 is the fact that inside the labyrinth, every single mage or magician that went down there has a duplicate, and so each of these duplicates has the same powers as the magician, and so they're trying to navigate how to defeat these mage replicas and get to the bottom of the dungeon. And of course, the big bad, the greatest bad of them all, is the replica of Frieren, who is of course one of the most powerful mages in that the world has ever known. So it's kind of interesting to see where it's going to go. I know that in 2 episodes I'll finally be caught up. 21 not watching Frieren out there, I highly recommend it. But yeah, I think that's it in terms of things that I wanted to talk about at the top of the show. At the top of the show. This is not a show. This is just a stream by a weirdo. That is it. Let's go ahead and get started with Hades, which is something that I haven't played in a while. So I forgive my rust. How do you spell it? You mean Frieren? I can probably write it out for you. Frieren. But before I do that, oh my goodness. Okay, let's feed Churro. Churro. So we've got some. I don't know if you can see that, but we got some like fish skin treats that my partner bought. So let's go ahead and feed this kid. Churro, can you come here? Actually, let's get you over here. Come on. And so here is Churro, and he's going to be very unpleasant for a second. Let's see, how do we do this? Okay, so here's some treats that you can see over here. Here you go, buddy. There you go. Think in I go for that one. He's a cool kid. Like I said, I took him to the vet this morning. Clean bill of health, unfortunately. Get out of here. Get out of here. And of course now I've got fur all over my body, but that is okay. Okay, where was I? Yes, game. Let's go ahead and play Hades. Let's see. Awesome, I'll check it out. Yeah. Definitely consider it. Let me know. Call me in the morning. So cute, haha. Yeah, fur does go everywhere. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn the sound here. And let me actually go ahead and edit my stream info. We're playing Hades now. And just as a warning to everyone watching out there, in 3 minutes we will have an ad because of reasons. So run while you still can. Okay. Asphodel, 109 attempts. So I guess I'm in the middle of a run, imagine that. Now, those of you that have been watching for a long time, somebody like Inigo, for example, might recall that I've been playing Hades for years at this point. And I beat the game 3 times. Once with the shield, once with the Gatling gun, I forget what it's called, and then once with the bow and arrow. And so I'm trying to actually make it so that I beat the game 10 times, because that's the point at which you get all of the entire ending or something like that. But my favorite weapon is the shield. We do love shields around here. We love Captain America. We love the Avengers shield. Every time I play Monster Hunter, my favorite weapon is actually the lance and the gun lance, because they have the big shield. And let's see, let me remember what I actually had on myself. Okay, so we have the conch shell, which means that Poseidon's blessings have 50% chance of being rare or better. I move faster by 40%. Any boons I find are more potent. My dash causes hangover. And actually that brings an important point. While this is a drinks positive stream and we love to talk about beers and whatnot, that is in no way suggesting that anybody should be drinking irresponsibly. And of course, one of the easiest ways to avoid drinking irresponsibly is to always have water. So please stay hydrated out there. It's dangerous. It's hot. Okay, good old dihydrogen monoxide. And breaching rush. Your bull rush deals 400% damage to armor. And bull rush is, of course, when we use our shield to push through enemies. My dash strike deals 60% damage, which is nice. And my special deals more damage and knocks foes away. We've also, of course, got the Shield of Chaos. And after you bull rush, I can throw multiple shields. I think I can throw about 3 different shields whenever I do that. Finally, we've got the Wave of Despair. After you take damage foes around you and inflict weak. And we love to inflict weakness on our foes. So this is the bull rush right here. Boom. And then we can throw so many shields. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's see how we do this. So the nice thing about the shield is that it can technically block everything. The problem is you have to time it, because otherwise you're kind of just wasting your time here. I almost wish that I hadn't started in the middle of a run, but we refuse to commit suicide in these runs. Where are you? More? More? Let's go. Ah, too hot. Boom. Ah, destroyed. Wow. Well, this run is going nowhere. And of course, we get an ad for another 30 seconds. Ooh, okay. Special deals more damage and knocks foes away. Ooh, Drunken Dash. Let's go with more Tempest Flourish. And let's just wait for the ad to end over here. Once again, we are enjoying an Iyengar Brauweiss. To your health. Okay. Can I buy anything of importance?
I needed one of those.
Oh, come on. 200. No, none of this is useful. Get out of town. So actually, it's funny because when I was thinking about playing today, I was thinking, oh, hey, maybe I should play some Elden Ring. And then I thought, I only have 3 hours. I'm gonna have to find where I should go, and it's gonna be a waste of my time. So I was like, Hades is pretty accessible. WTF, I just saw 4 ads and now another 4 ads. I'm a restart stream. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that, Inaiko. I have no idea why that would happen. Generally, I think the most ads you should ever see is like 3. I guess I've seen 4 ads when they're incredibly short, but yeah, there's no reason why you should see that many. That's pretty ridiculous. I would apologize more if I was in control of that. Where are you? Gosh, I am just butt today. Boom. They kind of just keep throwing their thing. Maybe it's better to dodge as opposed to try to block them. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Jeez! Okay. And again, it's been quite a long time since last I played this, so... Okay. So that's, my rust is definitely showing over here. Where is that thing? Wow. Talk about the slowest speedrunner ever. Okay, let's get some darkness, and I think that gives us some health back, maybe. Let's see. Hello, Ales in chat. Welcome, JD274. How are you doing this fine afternoon? Here's hoping that you're having an excellent day, and of course, happy International Women's Day to you and all the women in your life. Just trying to see if there's any coin around here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. Let's get out of here. So should we get more heart, or should we spend money? I don't think there's any point in spending any more money, simply because what is it? We've only got 100 coins. I can't imagine there's anything particularly useful. Let's go get a centaur's heart. And we must always get hearts. Ooh. Looks like we're gonna face the Hydra very soon, and I've only got 1 extra life left. That is no way to leave Asphodel. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, a diamond. We do love diamonds. Alright. Let's do this right.
All right, Lenny, let's have it out between us then.
Boom. Oof. I shouldn't have stuck around for that one. Jeez, I'm taking unnecessary hits here. Okay, that's one. One destroyed. Two down. Boom. And down they go. And we've got a dropper. They're using the power of gravity against me. Ah.
Oh, this is it.
This is it, Luigi. Oh, come on. Jeez. Okay. We've got the friends over. Somebody get the kettle cooked chips. Come on. Move. Ah. Ah, it's getting a bit hot on the feet. Talk about some long-lasting calluses. Jeez, too many tremors. I need to focus fire over here. And boom! Down they go. We've got 19 health with our last life. I don't know that we're gonna make it, but you know what? It's a fun ride regardless. Just for today. Come on. 7 health. 7 days. Ah! Okay. And we're back. Let's see. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a pleasant Women's Day as well. It's, I think it's, pretty positive so far, except for right now where I just lost. That it was that little detail right there. For question of the night, I will say my favorite is the classic Dragon Ball. Though I do have a soft spot for Chrono Trigger, if that counts. I wasn't aware that you actually played Chrono Trigger. We haven't had this discussion, JD. Not that you have to go into your experience with Chrono Trigger, but I wasn't aware that you had played it. Nice beanie. Yeah, you like it? What do you? How do you like that? That's kind of nice. I've been thinking that, I've been thinking that I need to wear more beanies. And mostly because sometimes it takes a bit of time to do stuff with my hair and make it look nice. And so I thought, well, if I just cover all my hair, then I don't actually have to fix it. That's what you call a pro tip. All right, I really wanted that diamond. Close but no cigar, I guess. Where's Hypnos?
Whatever you may wish to say, I do not wish to hear it.
That's not nice, Dad. That's not nice. Give me just a second here, folks. Okay, I think we're good. Let's drink some water. Okay. And of course, let's pet our good boy.
One of the frightful maws of Cerberus busily grooms the other two.
And that's what you call teamwork.
Bye for now.
And
More pets are certainly in order here.
all the pets for good old Cerberus. What a good boy. Alright. Is Dear Fan around? Not today, unfortunately. I played but didn't finish Chrono Trigger. Big fan of the animation, though. Yeah, that Akira Toriyama animation is quite iconic. Achilles.
It brings me joy knowing you found something worth fighting for.
That I have. And yeah, you probably can't tell because of the quality of the camera, but I've still got some like dog fur on my face. That churro, he gets me every time. Some contracts. Can I? How much gems do I have? 361. You know what? I feel like sometimes I could trade them up for other things. Right now, I'm really looking for Titan's Blood. Oh, Mom.
How is she, child? Queen Persephone, I mean. Has she been well up there in her abode? What is it like?
It is actually quite nice. Nice and sunny.
She's doing well, I think. It's nice to visit her. Her residence is beautiful, a little home nestled amid the cold. All of these plants in bloom, it's difficult even to describe. And very bright as well.
That sounds quite pleasant for someone who values brightness, I suppose. Well then, I trust your visits are worthwhile for the both of you.
Maybe that was a poor choice of words. Maybe we shouldn't say the word brightness with Night Incarnate around, especially since she's our mom. We should be careful with the things we say to our mom.
They are.
And welcome, Chrissy. How are you doing this fine afternoon? Happy International Women's Day. Akira Toriyama was very influential, but I think I got more out of Dragon Quest XI than I did Dragon Ball personally. And of course, the insignia of Akira Toriyama's works is ever present in all of Dragon Quest's games. Every single one of those games has always had his artwork, and it's very charming and it's very elevating. It certainly set it apart from all other JRPGs, I find. It's actually quite... I actually haven't played 11 myself, but it was always something that I wanted to try out. I believe that's the online game, isn't it? Dragon Quest 11, or am I thinking of 10? Anyways, thank you, Els. I appreciate it. And thank you for saying hello to Chrissy Rich, and vice versa. I need that Dragon Quest it up more. I've only played 1 in 7.6. Nope, it's the newest one. 10 is the online game. Okay, thank you for correcting me there. Yeah, I haven't played 11. Here's my history with Dragon Quest. Not that anybody was asking, but I played 1 and 2, then I started 3. And that's it, but I've admired it from afar. I own 7 and 8. Let's see. And let me, while that's happening, let me go ahead and give you a shout out. Please join us in following Chrissy Cat, who is an amazing streamer, mostly plays JRPGs and also rhythm games. I believe last game she was playing was Theat Rhythm, and of course she was part of the very notable Uplifting Women's Unite raid train, which is ending today actually, if any one of you is interested. So very an excellent streamer and a very good friend, and certainly a dear friend of this stream. So once again, thank you very much for joining us today, and kindly everyone give her a follow. Let's see. That's really cool, Ales. Everyone says 8 is the best one. Yeah, there's definitely... I want to say that 8 is one of the ones that actually showcased a lot. It was kind of like a return in many ways, because I feel like 7 was kind of like a challenging one for a lot of people. It was just huge. It was ridiculously huge. And 8 was kind of like a nice mix of like classic, more approachable material. It was also the first one on the PlayStation 2, if I recall correctly. Let's see, I had 7 back in the day, but I don't know what happened to it. Thanks for the shout out, always appreciate it. Yeah, of course, you're most welcome. Chrissy is very cool. I can tell you that. Confirmed. I second that motion. Bang. What was I about to do? Oh yes, I was gonna talk to some people.
Zagreus, our Lord Hades served you with a pact of punishment. You must be very proud.
Well, I am a little bit proud. I'm not that proud.
What, you mean the gigantic infernal contract reserved only for extraordinary circumstances? Yeah, I suppose I'm pleased that Father's gone to all that trouble just for me.
Well, when you're finished being smug about it, know that all of us are bound by its terms. You can force a lot of things to change if you're not careful.
Have to temper my words around Megara.
A lot of things, such as how you refuse to reason with your positively charming sisters, Meg.
They are indeed charming.
The extreme measures condition. You wouldn't dare. Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
I'm pretty sure I won't dare for any time soon.
Anything for you, Meg.
Anything indeed. Alright, let's see. It still blew my mind that Dragon Quest VII sold better than FF7 on PS1 in Japan. I know they love Dragon Quest in Japan, but sheesh. You know, I think it's interesting to think about that time. I feel like the advertisement in the US for Final Fantasy VII made it so that it almost hid the fact that it was an RPG. They showed a lot of the cutscenes and things like that, and so I feel like a lot more people in the US bought into Final Fantasy VII thinking that it was just a cool PlayStation game. Oh, that's a good point. And I do feel like Dragon Quest just has this very rich history in Japan, so I could see that happening. I don't know which series is most popular now, but at least back in the day, it seemed like Dragon Quest had a slightly more solid following. At least from this outsider's perspective, whatever the case. What is the rumor that they used to say before? That whenever they would release Dragon Quest games, they would make it so that they wouldn't release them during school days or work days to make sure that people would show up to work and or school. Trade a Titan's blood for a diamond? Heck no. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see. Oh, that's a good point. It did look like an action game from the ads, and yeah, Dragon Quest has always had a classic look. Yeah, you know, that's actually how I used to see it back in the day. I know that those two JRPG series were like two titans, and the way that I saw it was that while Dragon Quest stuck to the, what do you call it? The classic strategy and more of the fundamentals in terms of like the gameplay, Final Fantasy was always looking to innovate, and I don't know that there's a particular way, like I don't think that either of them is correct, if we're ascribing the notion of correct here, but it was nice to always see that contrast. I don't know that that's still the case. Of course, Final Fantasy continues to innovate, but yeah, it's interesting to think about that. I don't know that I'm going to change anything here. I don't have the brain power to actually think about how to best optimize my my build right now. I think we're good with what we have. We have boiling blood, sticky soul, golden touch, thick skin. I am a family favorite. I'll admit that. I'm a family favorite. That is terrible. That is terrible. What are we doing here? Let's see. Yeah, it seems like that's... I think that's... Okay, sorry. I think Final Fantasy is more popular in the West, at least. Yeah, it seems like that's true overall. Yeah, I very much agree with that notion. Just different styles. I like that they're both good. I personally enjoy how Dragon Quest embraces tradition and what it does well. Yeah, there's definitely something to be said about being able to reflect on those principles and you know, build ever so gradually on those ideas. Dragon Quest writing is also very funny, done with care. Yeah, in many ways I find it slightly more wholesome, if that makes any sense. I'm sure there's exceptions to everything, but anyways, that's my take on it. Again, I've only ever played 3 of their games. I think my favorite part of the Dragon Quest is the diversity of monsters. Thank you, Akira Toriyama. Absolutely, the monsters themselves also have such great character thanks to that artwork. Even something as simple as the slime is kind of just iconic today. And if you think like that's an iconic like JRPG enemy for Dragon Quest, like what would be the iconic enemy in Final Fantasy? Like like a flan? No, like not a Marlboro. That no. Well, certainly the mascot for Final Fantasy is the Chocobo, so I guess maybe you could say that. Okay, let's inspect this. Let's keep the conch shell on, if only because we want to continue growing with it. We're gonna keep the Shield of Chaos on because we do love that chaos. Ooh, and I can add more shields. Should I add more shields? But no, let's keep it at 3. Let's see, I've been no, I can't take you, boyo. Nice. Okay, I've been really enjoying playing Dragon Quest Monsters because of the character diversity. Nice, nice. And I think that Moogles and Chocobos are more prevalent in Final Fantasy than any of the any of the enemy monsters. And I would have to agree with that as well. Let's prepare. Like Scar once said, be prepared. Heat gauge is full. What exactly? Ooh, jury summons. 20% more monsters. Yeah, let's do that. It's getting hot around here. My cool uncle Poseidon.
I sense you have in your possession that fine shell I sent you. A little gift plucked straight out of the sea. You keep it close so I can better track you down.
Yeah, it's like my very own GPS system. Tempest Strike, it knocks foes away. That's pretty cool. My cast damages foes in an area and knocks them away. Tidal Dash, it's gotta be Tidal Dash. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know. I don't think you needed that sound effect, but I did want to just put it out there. Ah, Master Chaos. Let's go see him.
I can take it.
And yet there's every reason to visit. Okay, for the next 4 encounters, each time you cast, you get hit, but then afterwards you get more darkness and gems. For the next 4 encounters, each time you attack, you get hit, but then your cast deals 59% more damage. We're not doing that. That's horrible. For the next 4 encounters, you cannot earn money, but then your special deals 49% more damage. I'm thinking Pauper's Flourish here. So we won't be able to get any money, unfortunately, but you know what? Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's fine. Let's go get some coin. Some darkness, that is. Darkness fingers. Boom. I really love my shield. I wish I had it in real life. To mend and defend, that is our mission.
Keep it up.
Chaos laughs. Let's see if there's anything else around here. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, Moogles are also present in like the Mana series, which is kind of fun. I think it's interesting that they're able to actually cross the boundary between those two game series. All right, they are cute kids. I do like them. Let's go get more darkness. More darkness, more problems.
Am I interrupting something?
Whoa, move. I sure love playing Hades. I'm glad that I chose it over Elden Ring today. I'm feeling a little low energy tonight, so I'm probably going to dip out. I appreciate the conversation tonight, Ailes. Hey, take care of yourself, Chrissy. Once again, thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it every time we can have a short conversation during one of these streams. But yeah, have a good rest. Please recover, and I'll see you again. Yeah, have a good night as well. Ooh, and the Hammer of Daedalus. Oh gosh, I got hit. These chunk boys are going to be the death of me.
Just in time.
Boom. Okay, my special hits, my next 2 attacks are 80% more damage. That's actually quite good. I like the name also, Empowering Flight. After blocking a foe, gain 20% damage and move speed for 10 seconds. That's how actually also sounds good. Ooh, an explosive return. Your special deals 50 damage to foes around you when you catch it. So every time you catch the shield, boom, you kind of just explode. These are all good, actually. I don't... move speed by 10. I don't know, I almost feel like explosive return. I think I want to explode today. I'm a explode. Ooh, what is that? Oh, of course, no money. No money today. Look at that. Where's my money? And of course, if you're just joining us, we're still enjoying Iyengar wheat beer. All my love too long ago. Let's get a move on. Oh, these guys are extra sturdy. Oh, jeez. I'm getting hit for no reason here. Trying to get all the backstabbiness. Okay.
Chaos is transformed.
And so my boon now actually suggests my special deals almost 50% more damage, which is pretty cool. And ad break has started, unfortunately. Alright, let's get a move on. And now I should be able to collect money again. Let's go find Athena. She should give us some good deflect options right here. Come on. Break already. Boom. Down it goes.
I shall not keep you, Zagreus, except to offer you some of my power to improve your chances of escape. Now quickly choose and go.
The attacked option would be the best. Look at that. Attack is stronger and can deflect. My phalanx shot, I don't really like that one. 75% damage reduction from traps, that would be great, but I want the Divine Strike instead.
Your wisdom guide.
And so the nice thing about this is that I can actually bounce back attacks by doing this motion right here. I think it's actually one of the move sets that I very much that will generally take me long into the labyrinth. Of course, what I meant to say was far, but long sounds good too. Is it good? Comment in the poll. Oof. Move. Where's my enemy? Nice. Not too bad. What can we buy? I doubt we can buy anything. 61 coins for health. I don't know. Instant random item from the Well of Charon. Okay, so we've got the Palm of Power, which looks like a pizza if we're really thinking about it. And the other thing is to go to the store. I'm gonna say Palm of Power today. Palm of Power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. Dang. That was rough for them.
Delicious.
Okay, Divine Strike is stronger. I'm gonna say the dash. Let's go for the dash right now. Yeah. A more powerful dash from Uncle Poseidon. And what am I thinking here? Up to 50 gems. Yeah, let's do it.
We have the intruder.
Nice.
I shall deal with you later then.
Seems like I didn't take a hit in that one. How much did I get? I'll have to look it up in the VOD. Oh no, 36.
Excellent.
Could have done better, of course. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. And some nectar for our troubles. Let's keep going. Oof. Where are you? Whoa, gosh. Okay, I lost 3. It's not too bad, but still. And so a gift of coin or more Palm of Power. Right now, I think Palm of Power might be the better choice. Oh, good.
Good enough to eat.
Look at that. Let's get that Divine Strike now.
Palm power.
Can I get a fountain?
That's good.
Sun-kissed strawberries. Alright, so we're actually in pretty good standing right now, though I do wish that I had a boon for my special. Ooh, it's a fight. It's gonna be a fight. And I'm gonna be in the middle, like Malcolm. So let's keep going over here. Now the question is, who should I choose first? I'm thinking of going with Poseidon first because he can be pretty relentless if I decide to go against him. In just a second here. Gotta fix my glasses. Okay.
Well chosen, little Hades.
Okay, so my special deals more damage and knocks foes away. I could do that. Forget the flood shot. And then your boons with knockaway effects also rupture foes. And victims take damage while moving. That could be the way to go here. I'm thinking that maybe... yeah, let's go. Victims take damage while moving.
If you had given due consideration to this matter, then I doubt you would have chosen this outcome.
Why do you do this to me, Athena? We're on such good terms.
Back away, I guess.
Oof. Impervious. Move. Why are they impervious? Okay, nice. How? Nice, okay. Didn't take that much more damage.
You see, I have my father's temper, Zagreus.
No, I see it. I believe it.
Check, though I expect you to do your part.
I'll do my best next time. Just let me walk away today, Athena. The phalanx shot. Ooh, resist damage from... Okay, maybe let's do this. This is epic. 90% damage reduction from traps. Let's go with that. Okay, so it's either go to the shop. Go to the clock shop. I guess we've only got one option here. So let's go ahead and go visit that Karen. Oh, and we can buy nothing. What is this? The throat is just not having it today. If only I had 22 more coins. We are both tired and old, but here you go.
I'm pleased to have you as a friend as well, Charon. Pleasure's mine.
Very nice. He seems to have a certain motive of his own, but it cannot be fathomed, nor can the boatman's manner be deciphered by one such as me. I choose to think he serves a purpose higher even than the master's own. Imagine that. Alright, we're not gonna buy anything here. I don't think it's worth it. And here's hoping that it's my favorite sister that's up.
Please be Meg.
Oh, man.
News for you, Red Blood. I like dying.
Oof, gosh. Oof. She's not happy. Oof. Oh, come on. I am not doing well here. Everything like switched. These Beyblades. Oof, death defied. If I only would have lasted one more second there, we would have had a no death defied. That is sad. That is very sad. Should have bided my time just a bit more. Or is it bid my time? Bided? Biden?
Let's hear it, Paula.
Okay. Let's drink some water. Should I switch my conch shell? Look at that, only 14 more encounters. Maybe let's keep it on. Yeah, let's keep it on. But I do want something from Dionysus. Yeah, it's always helpful to have something from Dionysus. Maybe let's switch for Asphodel.
Go with that one.
And can I buy Death Defiances back? No, of course not. Let's just keep going.
See you, Tartarus.
Let's roll. Autobots, move out.
Learning awaits.
The Lake of Learning. And of course some more hearts should be good. Generally I like to have about 150 hearts in order to proceed with a run. So this should actually help us. And rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's this thing.
Who dies next?
Boom. Very nice. And so it's either darkness or nectar. Let's go for the nectar. Let's go for the neck. Tur.
That's what you get.
That's what you get when you let your heart win. Oof. Those were deflect bombs. Boom. Okay. Nice. Not too bad. Okay, so it's either money, a visit with Charon, or Hermes. Let's go see Hermes, because in this game, speed is life. Just a second here. Let me. One thing that I failed to check before starting is just the sound levels. I think we're good.
Got to use the fountain to get out of here.
Oh, here you go, my friend.
This one's for you, swift and sure-footed messenger of the gods. You make what you do look easy, but I know you're going out of your way. Thank you so much, Hermes.
Thank you, Hermes.
My rule is not to let things get too personal as far as work-related matters are concerned, cuz. But your family, and, well, you're a right decent chap, I think. Offering up a bit of nectar to me in the middle of all this.
I've got to use that phrase more often. You're a right decent chap. Everyone out there on chat, you guys are right decent chaps. Beautiful. Ooh, 6 hearts. The underworld is an orderly place, but the souls of the dead must first be brought to its brink. He has much to do with this. He seems to have ingratiated himself to the boatman, Charon, notoriously unapproachable even by the underworld's own. Thus, it is my belief that Hermes, besides his many talents, is the god of more than he appears.
Hey boss, in all your travels there, you happen to run into to a lass by name Eurydice? Hope she's alright. I feel bad because we didn't get a proper send-off last we met.
I have met her before. Greater haste, look at that. Move faster. Your special is faster and your attack is faster. So both of these are epic. Let's move even fast. You gotta go fast, like Sonic said.
To my health, although I'm full.
Ooh, some money. And we're at 300 already. Okay, let's go see Dionysus, who is the patron saint of this stream, Dionysus. Ah, it is the boat. It's gonna be madness. Move. Oof, chilling effects. Boom. Okay. Think we landed. Yes, we did. Ah, on cousin Dionysus. To you, Dionysus.
To your health, but then I thought, no way, I can do a little more than that. So here we go.
Okay, so a trippy shot. You cast lobs, a large explosive, and bursts into Festus' fog, which is kind of fun. But let's call Dionysus. That's what I'm thinking. Now we have the power to summon Dionysus whenever we need him. And let's go. It's awfully quiet around here. Where did he go? Nice. Go. Where is he? I don't see him.
Got to hold on.
Boom. Okay. Not too bad, but not perfect either.
Power.
Ooh, and a meeting with Eurydice. We have to go see her, I think. Can I get a left Death Defiance back? 48 health? No. I think not. Let's keep going. Let's go see Eurydice. We do love her song.
Who's there?
It is I, Zag.
Hey, what's up, hon? Say, you must know a lot of big shots, don't you? Other gods and all that.
I don't know that I know a lot of big shots. I certainly know a lot of nice people.
I know a few. As a matter of fact, I heard recently from Thomas. Wanted you to know he felt sorry for how things ended up. That's something to do with when Orpheus went in here after you.
Oh, that's sweet of him. Nice enough guy for an Olympian. Yeah, he was the one who dropped me off here in the first place. No hard feelings here. He was just doing his job. It was Orpheus who messed everything up.
An unfortunate exchange. 2 random boons of yours are upgraded to the next rarity. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. We generally go with that anyways. Refreshing nectar.
Careful, it's hot.
Tidal dash and sure footing.
That's good.
Okay, let's see. So sure footing, 95% damage, less damage from traps, which is really good. And then sure footing, tidal dash level 2. Your dash damages foes. Okay, so I've got even more dash power. Very cool. I wish that the boon would have gone to my attack though, since I use it so often. But beggars can't be choosers, like they say. Ooh, and here we are, back to where we were before. Can I buy something? Yes, yes I can. What is this? Something random? Oh, but what I really want is this.
Which boons are going to be?
Divine Strike. Okay, so at least that powered up my Divine Strike just a little bit. And then something random from the bag. Should we do it? We can't. We can't not do it. Ah! Ooh, look at that. Any boons you find are any boons. Ah, yeah. And it is a duo. It's like water. It's like salt water and wine together. Sure, why not? I don't think we've ever seen it before.
The power of the sea.
That looks good. Just a second here, folks. Looking at some stuff. Okay. Let's go meet Lerny. Here's hoping that this time around we'll actually do a better showing.
How's the old neck holding up?
Oh, I gotta make sure that I don't stick around whenever he does his little earthquake move, because even though I'm shielding up, it's not doing anything for me. Move. Ooh, and he's impervious now. Move. Boom, down he goes. Down. Jeez, there's so much stuff on the screen. Oh, come on. Greater call, huh? Well, it's coming. It's coming. Now. One more. Okay, last one. Come on, you. Ooh, good thing I escaped that one. Here you go. Some of your own medicine. Boom. Okay. And Lerny is vanquished.
Until you reconstitute again.
Ooh, a diamond. And we've got an ad starting in about 3 minutes. This is the first time I battle out of Asphodel, using the Shield of Chaos with a +1 in terms of that contract that makes things harder, I guess. Okay.
How could you, boy? That Hydra had a family.
Yeah, and I also slaughtered the rest of it.
Jesting, Father.
Let's drink up. Drink up. Let's go back on...
Should I change things up?
Oh, I can't go back to Poseidon, huh? That's fine. Artemis. Blood-filled vial. I think we probably keep it in, with Dionysus. Yeah, that might be the best idea here. Quickly, no. Maybe the Eternal Rose, simply because we want to get... No, actually, let's just keep it with Dionysus. Let's keep it real with Dionysus. 40 health. That might actually be a good thing to do here. Especially since we're going to the worst place ever. The worst place ever. Elysium.
Get me out of here. And check.
But what we're actually going to do here is we're probably going to go on break. Okay, so we made it to Elysium. Ooh, look at that money. And let's leave it here.
I can do this.
We can do
I
this.
can do this.
So let's go on intermission here. I will be back in 6-7 minutes or so. Gotta take a quick bio break. Gotta make sure that Churro's needs are met. And we'll be back with another drink. So we'll see you on the other side. That's not what I meant to do, but here's what I really wanted to do. Oh, and I forgot my glasses. Give me just a second here. Alright, that's a little bit better. That's an often rare scene, ales without the glasses or the goggles. But hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Ale Wolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, Mama Ales baby boy. And welcome back everyone, and certainly welcome back to Friday, but more importantly, Happy International Women's Day. Please take some time to tell a woman in your life how much she has impacted it in any sort of significant way, and how much affection you hold for them. Of course, we are playing Hades today. Hades is a game that we've been playing for quite some time, since the stream actually started. Those of you that have been here long with us may remember that we actually started out the stream playing Hades. And of course, it is kind of comfort food at this point. It is something that I go back to very often. But before we do that though, let's go ahead and talk about what's on tapped today. This will be our last drink of the day. And this is something that we've had before in the past. This is from our friends at Oakland United Beer Works. This is Streetcar Scandal, which of course is an oatmeal stout. Now you may be wondering to yourself, well, what exactly is an oatmeal stout, and why should I pay attention to anything you say moving forward? Well, an oatmeal stout is a type of stout. Surprise, surprise. A stout is a type of ale. It's an ale that brews dark. And so the reason why it brews dark is because of the type of malts that it uses. Specifically, it uses crystal malts, it uses caramel malts, and it uses chocolate malts, depending on what's the flavor that you want to achieve, what's the beer style that you want to achieve. So they're opaque, they're like Coca-Cola. You can't actually see through them. They've got like this brownish, blackish kind of color about them. The other thing about them is that stouts generally tend to be more about the sugars as opposed to the hops. So if you've ever, thought about having a beer and you're just like, I don't want it. It's kind of hoppy. It's not my thing. Stouts are not really like that. They're a little more sweeter. They're a little more about the maple notes, more about the molasses. They're very rich. They're very thick, and not only that, but they're also slightly higher in alcohol content. Not all the time. But a lot of the times. And there's a wide variety of stouts out there. There's things like coffee stouts, which are kind of like the breakfasty type of stouts. They taste a little bit like coffee, and they achieve this flavor by a proper combination of hops. Then there's things like milk stouts, which include lactose. You give the yeast some lactose, and it actually gives you a beverage that is very similar to like almost like a milky type of beverage, of course. Then you got pastry stouts, which is like a milk stout on steroids. Essentially, what a pastry stout is trying to achieve is trying to emulate some of your favorite pastries. And so I've had things like oatmeal raisin cookie stouts. I've had like cinnamon bun stouts, cheesecake stouts. They're very sweet. They're very delicious. I love them. I know that there's a stigma around pastry stouts, but I love them. Then there's, of course, oatmeal stouts that, in addition to barley, you've also got oatmeal in there. And what the oatmeal does is that it gives it a little more sweetness. It gives it a little more grainy quality. It tastes very much like cereal. And it also gives it a slightly richer milk-like quality. Apologies for that, I'm still nursing a bit of a cough here. And that's actually what we're having today. Of course, before I go into that, the other type of stout that we like to have around here is barrel-aged stouts, which are, as their name implies, aged in bourbon barrels or whiskey barrels. But those are my thoughts on oatmeal stouts. Let's go ahead and see what Untapped has to say on the matter. And let's go ahead and pull it over here. This is a little better. Let's do that. So let's go over here. Okay. So 5.4% alcohol by volume, paying homage to the key system and the streetcar scandal that led to its dissolution. This oatmeal stout has sweet aromatics of chocolate, pie crust, and graham cracker with coffee undertones. Lightly sweet and medium bodied. And of course, one of the stout styles that I forgot to mention was, of course, the chocolate stouts, which, say it with me, has no chocolate. Beginning in 1903, the privately owned Key System provided electric streetcar and bus service to Alameda and Contra Costa. After acquiring the company and dissolving it, General Motors was found liable for taking actions to monopolize the sale of gas-powered buses. This became known as the streetcar scandal. Today, only remnants of this once thriving transit system can still be found hidden throughout Oakland. So imagine that there was a secret streetcar system in Oakland. So if you ever go to Oakland, California, make sure to look for the secret streetcars. But yeah, that's an interesting. Every time I read that, I always find it quite kooky that they decided to put in that much effort into talking about the rich history with the streetcar system. It's actually quite becoming. Let's go ahead and actually taste this thing for ourselves, and make up our minds. Ooh, and of course it's bubbly already. And here's hoping that you're having an amazing Friday afternoon on your end. Here's hoping that maybe you got some plans for the weekend. Maybe something that you're looking forward to. I am certainly looking forward to dinner tonight. Friday night is, what do you call it? A takeout night at the Ale Den. And as you can see, a rich frothy head right here. A very strong, rich nose. Good notes of like slightly coffee and slight chocolate notes on that. Fang a nail, dear viewer. And once again, rest in peace, Mr. Toriyama. So relatively sweet. There's some good graininess on it. A little bit like a rice lager, except in stout form. No real notes of hops there. It's actually mostly sweet. Very strong notes of chocolate, which makes me think that this actually used some chocolate malts in addition to the oatmeal there. Fairly thick. I want to say a 3.5 out of 5 in terms of body composition. Again, I want to say it's more like milk chocolate as opposed to like dark chocolate or anything like that. Not really too bitter. It's actually quite toothsome. I really enjoy it. So yeah, it's like going back to an old friend. Streetcar scandal. Let's go ahead and rate this 3.5. I want to say today it's a 3.75. It's quite delicious. And cheers, we've got it. But with that, let's go back to our game, shall we? Okay. So we're in the middle of our second Hades run for the day. We just made it to Elysium, and we've got a whole bunch of toys with us. We've got some protection from traps. We've got the aspect of chaos, of course. We got exclusive access, so minimum boom rarity is epic. Look at that. Special deals 49% more damage. We still got 2 Death Defiances. Explosive return, of course. Tidal dash is heroic. Then we got Razor Shoals, so we can apply rupture effects. Dionysus' call. He's with us right now. And then we move faster. We've also got the Overflowing Cup, which ensures that Dionysus' blessings have 20% chance to be better. And I'm hoping to apply it to my special, but who knows. Let's go get more hearts. Oh, come on. Gotta keep my distance with those punks. Oof. Shouldn't have come that close. Oh, come on. Every time I fight these little chariots, it's so frustrating. Okay. At least we got more health. Up to 100 darkness. Should we do it? Should we do it? I don't know. Darkness would recover me, but at what expense, you know? So it's either Hermes or coins. Let's go for Hermes. Anything else in this room? It seems quite large. Sometimes there's secrets to be found. Secrets of me. What is that sound? Come on, guys, move! Oh, come on. Nice. These guys are just like hustling. They're like, ho, ho, ho! There you go. For your troubles. What are you doing there? Boom.
Lord Hermes, Olympus, I accept this message.
Your God gauge charges up automatically. That's nice. After using a call, gain dodge, chance to move. Oh, that's cool. Each time you enter a chamber, you gain more wealth. I don't know. That actually sounds good. Maybe let's do God gauge though. I think that should help us out a lot in the long run. And I think we're gonna go for more hearts here.
Hi there.
It's nice to be able to deflect those blasted arrows. Where are you guys? Oh gosh, thank you so much for the subscription, Rich. You absolutely didn't have to. Very much appreciated. I'll always say nobody has to subscribe to this madness, but certainly very much appreciate your support here. I certainly hope to be able to repay in kind sometime. Gosh, these guys are crazy. Now! Beautiful. Oh, that was a poorly timed. Boom. Alright, let me catch up over here. I hope you like your emotes. I hope you like them. I actually only had them starting out this year, so they're pretty cute. I like them at least. Heck yeah, happy to support. Once again, very much appreciated, Rich. And once again, anyone still following out there, kindly give Rich Glitch a follow. An amazing streamer in his own right, and certainly a kind soul. Alright, and so it is either Poseidon or the Hammer of Daedalus. I think Hammer of Daedalus is generally bodes well for us. Yeah, that's a happy emoji, as they say. To your health, my friend. By the way, if you haven't played Hades, I highly recommend it. It's so much fun, and I feel like somebody with your level of skill would probably go far with it. Oh, and it looks like Lord Chaos is up once again. What are we even doing here? Look at that. All the deflects. Thank you very much, Athena. Boom. And there's the Hammer of Daedalus. Eating some pizza right now. Got some wheat beer at the store since it looks so good. Well, I'm glad. Actually, would you happen to be a beer drinker at all? And of course, we always welcome everyone and any drink of any sort. Also, follow-up question: what kind of pizza did you get? See, a good friend of mine from high school loves this game. Well, you know what? Your friend from high school is right. I still gotta give it a shot someday for sure. Yeah, it's actually pretty accessible, and Hades 2, at least, I think it's coming out in some form this year. And that is bound to be an excellent game just as well. Dash Strike deals 50% more damage in a larger area. Your attack hits twice, but does not knock foes away. After blocking a foe, 20% damage and move speed for 10 seconds. Let's go for more Dash Strike. That seems like a good... I'm a beer enjoyer for sure. That's good to hear. It's always good to meet a fellow beer drinker on stream. Not that Twitch is like the most like... I don't know that I've encountered too many streams where people talk about beer. So I always thought that when I started streaming, I was like, well, what's my angle? How am I framing myself? Maybe I should do something that like involves something that I kind of know a little bit more about. And so beer kind of just was kind of the natural fit. And so whenever somebody comes in here and they actually say, oh, hey, I like beers, I'm just like, wow, that actually happened today. My pizza go-to is cheese with jalapeno mushroom and fresh tomato. You know what? You had me at jalapeno. I do love my spicy pizza. So here's hoping that you enjoy. That sounds delicious. My palate is done a full 180 for beer. That's interesting. What do you enjoy these days? And here's hoping that you got some... I feel like wheat beers go well with everything. They're very accessible, I want to say. Used to be really into dark beers and barrel-aged stuff, then eventually tired of them, sadly. That's interesting because I feel like I was more of a pale and slightly more wheat beers at the beginning, and now I'm kind of just like settling into darker beers and like quadruples and triples and things like that. I guess triples are actually lighter, light colored, but they're still pretty heavy. But yeah, of course, everyone's beer journey can be different. Can and should be different. Oh, let's go for the fight. Now I love lighter stuff like Modelo, and oh yeah, pales or sours. Well, thank you very much for suggesting that you enjoy sours. It's actually not too often when I encounter sour drinkers. I feel like they're generally passed upon. And I understand that when there's a sour beer that makes you pucker your lips too much, and it's just like, oh, this is unpleasant. But I feel like, at least for like traditional sours, like stuff from Belgium and things like that, are actually quite delectable. I really enjoy them. If there's a sour on tap, I'll probably try it. See, that's the right attitude to have. I definitely enjoy my sours. Alright, it's gonna be a fight. Mama and Papa are gonna have a fight, as they say.
One of them's not going to like this.
Yeah, let's go with Poseidon once again. I feel like he generally is a little easier to... it's a lot harder to face off against. Your special deals more damage. Yeah, at this point, let's go ahead and get this, because I don't think we're gonna get anything from Dionysus. Yeah. And then we get the added rupture effect.
I'm disappointed you would spurn me like this, cousin. Know that I retaliate not out of spite, but by necessity.
I still love you, Athena. Don't worry about it.
She won't like this.
Oh my gosh, they have shields. I like shields on myself, and nothing more. Really, my only chance here is if I get Dionysus's call. Why is he impervious? Now. So much damage here. Here. Not so impervious anymore. Okay.
I see no benefit to staying angry, cousin.
Neither do I.
promised Nyx that I would help rather than hinder you.
Athena always level-headed and fair. Resist damage from foes' attacks, so gives me a little more defense. You begin each encounter with your God gauge partially full. That could be useful. But this is reduced damage from foes throughout, not just at the beginning. So I think let's go with that. Yeah. Ah, that's tough. I really want that Proud Bearing, but it's gotta be bronze skin.
Athena's power.
Gotta think in the long term. Ooh, Dionysus. My favorite uncle, patron saint of this stream, Dionysus. Why did I choose that? Oh my gosh. Why? Ah! He was right there. That is a mistake of the game. When I lose, you will know exactly why. Now. Nice. And they're broken. Ah, wow. Okay, well, at least I have money. At least I have chicken. Now my question is, what's next for dear old ales? Let's get a move on gems, and it looks like it's a boss fight or a key. I don't think I need a key. Sorry, I don't think I need a boss fight right now, especially not for gems. Let's go ahead and grab a key. It might be a little easier on the old bones. Nice. Oof. Go, go, go. Let's go. Ah, nice. Okay. Not too bad. Ooh, a meeting with Patroclus. This might actually be the game changer right now. Patroclus has the ability to give us a Death Defiance back, so let's do it. Let's do it for our country. Ooh, and some money. Lucky 666.
Stranger. So, stranger, how goes willful disobedience of late? Would that I, too, had it within me to defy the gods.
You can still do it. Oh, and stream has entered unstable grounds here.
Oh, you know it's going. That I've been able to make it this far means I'm getting somewhere, I suppose. No thanks to all your brethren in Elysium.
No use trying to reason with my brethren here. Many of the shades whom you encountered, why, I watched them throw away their lives when they were men. Yet still they seek to prove to one another and themselves that they are great warriors.
Are they great? Okay. 60% more damage. If only I could reach Hades by that point. That would make sense, but no. We're going with the Kiss of Styx.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. And we could buy more stuff or we could get more hearts. Let's waste all of our money in the final location. That is if we make it past Perseus and the Minotaur. Is his name Perseus? I forget. Okay, we're at 200. We're good. Okay. Once more unto the breach. 2 days to come. Welcome in, Ivan. How are you doing this fine afternoon? Happy International Women's Day.
You dare, blackguard. Asterius and I stand ready.
Oh, I am a blackguard today. Oof. Keep moving. Keep moving. Watch out, watch out, watch out. No, no, no. Stay away from... Keep on the outside to avoid his little land shot. Move, move, move. Go, go, go. Oh, jeez. Now. Why is he impervious? Jeez. Oh, gosh. Move, move, move. Gotta go to a slightly less populated area, like Goku used to say. Go, go! Okay, nice. Doro! No! Ah. Okay, let's do this. Boom. I do dare. Imagine that. He's powering up. Athena! No, wait, this is Zeus. Move, 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 move. Gosh! That was terrible. Not worth it, not worth it. Go! God! Gosh! Look at that! Like a second away from defeating him. That was... Ooh. Well played. Doing good. Thank goodness it is Friday. How are we playing this PC or console? I'm actually playing it on the Switch. That I am. I want to buy it. I would highly recommend playing Hades, Ivan. I feel like everyone needs to play it. I know it's probably a little bit challenging at the beginning, but once you begin to understand how it works, it's quite fun. And it's got like 6 weapons, and like every weapon has like a slightly different way to play. I myself like the Shield of Chaos because we like shields. We like to defend. We like to mend, and we like to defend. GG. Thank you very much for the GG, guys. I appreciate it. But that was a terrible performance. Look at that. Lost 2 Death Defiances on the road. Did get some more coin, though. Let's go ahead and get the Lucky Tooth, which effectively gives us 1 more Death Defiance. And here's hoping that I can finish this run here. I've got about 40 minutes. And, okay. Let's roll. Let's see what we can buy. Traps, no, we don't need any of that. Let's break out of the cage. Just a second here. I'm trying to look at a couple of things. Okay. I think we're in pretty good standing. We have a fairly good chance of making it at least a Hades. But you never know. And maybe with all this coin, we might actually be able to buy something worthwhile. Something good for the heart. Oh, look at that. We could buy something from Aphrodite, something from Artemis, something from Hermes. I am looking for the double deal here. I'm looking for two things. Artemis gives us more critical, which is always useful. So maybe let's go with that first. We'll probably go with Aphrodite next. I don't want to replace anything you cast. No. Any damage you deal has a chance to be critical, and it's a 4%. You know what? We gotta reroll here. Let's reroll.
What about these?
Your special is stronger with a 20% chance to be critical damage, and it will replace Tempest Flourish. I don't know. Okay, see, I don't want to replace these things. I honestly don't. Any damage you deal has a 4% chance to be critical. Let's just go with that, I guess. And then we have 300. This should give us 2 power-ups, so maybe let's go with that.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Maybe I will. Attack is stronger. Special deals more damage. Oh, look at that. Level 3. 2 levels. It's gotta be Dionysus, our patron saint. Okay. Those might not have been great choices, but you know what? That's how we roll. And so, who's good, who's bad? Should we go see Artemis? I don't know. Maybe we're dividing our forces here. Let's go see... I don't know. Let's go with Athena today.
Let's see what's in here.
Too much nonsense. Okay. And the thing that we have to remember in these chambers is that a lot of enemies inflict poison, so we have to make sure that we're close to the drinky drink. Nice. Looks like we're invoking enough damage to clear rooms fairly quickly. Wall slams. For heart. Nice. Okay. What can we buy from here? 50% chance to drop more heart items. Random item from the Well of Charon. No, let's save just in case we can buy something else from the Mega Store. Ooh, come on. Who's next? Oof. Oh, I'm poisoned. Why can't I drink? Oh my gosh, cure, cure. It's still alive. Trying to focus fire here and it's not really working. Go! Jeez, how many of these blasted rats are there? Now! Okay. Jeez, that was rough.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Calculated risk. Your foe's range attacks projectiles are slower. Abilities that can deflect can also make foes exposed. This might actually make more sense. I might be able to actually react better. And I've never actually had it. So let's do that. Ah, I can't believe I wasn't drinking the medicine.
Had quite enough here, thanks.
Let's keep going. And of course, all my love too long ago. 30 minutes on the clock here, folks. I can buy something from Aphrodite or get this guy. Let's go with Aphrodite. Let's be dangerous today.
Cheers, mate.
Cast is... Oh. Any heart chambers are worth more after you take damage. So this is some revenge damage. It's good because we don't have to really think about it. Set it and forget it, as they used to say. What are the chances that we have enough coin to buy the next one? We're taking a risk. Okay. Good. Not too rough. The game knows exactly what my weakness is. Poison. Poison.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh.
There it is already.
Wow, that was quick. For Cerberus.
Cerberus.
Some coin. Ooh, 200. And let's drink up.
That's something.
That is strong stuff. Any more coin around here? Looks like I have 200, which should give me enough for a heart. And I think the...
Oh, Cerberus. Want something to eat, boy? Huh?
Let's go get one more heart here.
Just what I need.
Okay, so we're pretty good in terms of moving forward, but I feel like maybe I should try one more set of rooms before moving forward. Let's go get something more for Artemis. One last go. This is completely unnecessary, but we're doing it anyways. Oh, good. Okay. Chasing for Artemis over here. Too many rats. Too many rats. Because, you know, there's certainly a Goldilocks number of rats. Oh gosh, that is definitely not the number. Whew, okay. Very nice. And let's keep going over here. Very nice. Tell me that it's almost over. Tell me my pain is almost over. I hate these rooms, they're so large. Oh gosh, poison. You better not set that many traps. Go, 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 go! Now! Okay, great. It seems to me like we might have spent like 15 health, so not really too bad.
I grow so tired of the others here, you know? I'd much rather be out with the woodland nymphs than with these gods upon this mountaintop. You must know what it's like.
You know, personally, not really, but at the very least, I can empathize platonically. Cast seeks foes. You deal critical damage to a foe, and it is marked. And your critical effects deal even more damage. That sounds good. Let's do that. Clean kill. I think we're out. I think, let's go face Dad. I think that's gonna be a good way to wrap this up.
Should I go fight some satyrs to get out of here?
The guardian of hell itself decides the time has come for a short break and snack.
You and me both, my friend.
I owe you one, boy.
And here we go once again. To your health.
Been waiting long?
You've slipped by Cerberus again, I see. Then draw your weapon, boy.
No more words of endearment, I guess. Not today. Shields up. Where did you go? Go, go, go. Gotta stay ahead. Oof, oof, no. Go! Oh, jeez, I ate that up. I gotta skip that a bit better. Now. Where did you go? Where did you go? Oof! That is ridiculous. Come on! Hello, Jazz. How are you doing today? I am, slightly on edge due to this battle, but otherwise good. How are you doing this fine day? And I shall... now. Patron saint of the stream, death defied. Oh, come on. You can't be impervious. That is... Go! Jeez. A little bit. That is ridiculous. Okay. Now! Down he goes. Whew. How are you? No button down today? Not today. It's a slightly unusual stream. And last life. Shields up. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a kind of a last-minute stream. So, no. Come on, I'm just not on my game today. Shields up. Go. Shields up. He's always impervious. It's maddening. Maddening, I tell you. Fuck! Go, go, go. Don't. Ah. Let's do this. There's... Ah!
You're as disgraceful as our kin upon Olympus.
Whew. Okay. Well, at least I can breathe now. Okay, so understandable. I am doing excellent. Thank you. That is good to hear. Happy International Women's Day. Looks like a tough battle. Yeah, it is the final fight of the game. Oh my, that's fair. Your buttons downs were cool though. Yeah, I definitely will go back to them. This is kind of like, again, kind of like an offbeat quatuor kind of day, and I do love the glasses. Well, very much appreciate it. I certainly do like to exchange my eyewear. While I am finally collecting my thoughts, let's go ahead and give friend of the stream, Hyper Jazz Games, a shout out. Everyone who is currently watching right now, stop what you're doing, stop watching the stream, stop eating, and give Hyper Jazz Games a follow. Certainly an excellent streamer. I believe you were last playing Elden Ring. I couldn't tune in, and you also had a 2-year Twitch anniversary, if I recall correctly. So happy anniversary to you, Jazz. Once again, thank you so much for popping in today. And yeah, the wrist is just not what it used to be, folks. It's all about that white button there. Okay, well, we're not gonna get anywhere as far as we did last time in the last 20 minutes of stream, but it was good. I like that. That was a good run. Let's say that was a good run.
They won't catch me sleeping on the job again.
Imagine that. You and me both, my friend.
All right, Hypnos.
I think you know sometimes when you're like having like a very important fight in a game, like you start overthinking your commands, and for some reason I got into my head the idea of like, hey, what's my shield button? Like I've been using the shield the entire time, but for some reason I needed to remember what it was. It's like, why button? Here you go.
Oh, wow, thanks. This is real nice of you. I sure am glad you died out there just now.
That only makes one of us.
I'm glad I died as well, Hypnos. I'm glad I died as well.
Thank you for redeeming that posture check. I absolutely need it. And hopefully this doesn't crunch like it generally does. Yeah. Just gotta stave off all that arthritis. Okay. Yeah, that definitely was louder than I expected. But thank you very much for redeeming that posture check. Certainly don't do it enough. I actually do need a hydrate here. But I guess, does anybody have any fun weekend plans ahead of them? Let me think if I'm doing anything. Well, to be perfectly honest with you, nothing too serious. I was telling a friend before that I actually did finish my taxes, but that is hardly anything anybody wants to talk about. Okay, so we're at 2 hearts with Hypnos. It is a wonder that the master is so tolerant of this. Some say it is because the master is oblivious to Hypnos, but it is my choice to think the master secretly and silently enjoys the bit of levity the fellow purposely or inadvertently provides. Hypnos is a joyful one. Look at that. I feel like I was probably like 1/3 away from beating Hades this time, so that is why he's not back. That is at the very least what my mind canon says.
Nothing you cannot achieve. I'm sure of it.
Thank you so much. Achilles is such a voice of positivity. I almost feel like when I grow up, I want to be just like Achilles. I finally have a weekend without commitments. I'm probably going to go catch up on cleaning and chill. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that you're finally getting some well-needed break. That is what the weekends are for, my friend. Let's go ahead and snooze that ad. Honestly, sometimes it is better to not have anything lined up. I think tomorrow I'll do my usual Saturday thing, which is like to make breakfast, and then like do churros grooming. I have to use the fur remover on him like once a week, otherwise it just gets everywhere. Darker, your weapon's Dark Thirst also gives 20%. What is Dark Thirst? I forget. There's no point in finding out today. Dear Meg.
Such gifts won't seem to hurt the next we meet out there. You realize that, right?
I don't think that anything can save me from your whip.
I realize it. And I hope you never change, Meg.
See, I love that. I love that. It's mirthful. It's charismatic. These kids.
I hope you do.
Though she, by all accounts, appears to lead a solitary life, she and the Master's son do have some history, although I am not privy to the details, and know much better than to ask.
How is she doing, Zagreus? The queen, I mean. She was... I had admired her.
You know, I haven't met her this time around, but maybe next time.
Mother, she's doing well, I think. She's in good spirits every time we meet. Happy to let her know you're thinking of her, by the way.
Don't. It isn't necessary. She doesn't need you telling her about this place. Sounds to me like she's better off without.
Maybe. I'm sure she'd love to know that you're thinking of her. And I think this conversation actually brings to light something. It is one thing to ask to somebody like plainly, hey, how are you doing? But it is quite another to hear that somebody asked about you to another person. And I don't know why that is. It's almost as if the feeling is like, well, if I'm not there, something must be compelling you to think of me, and it almost makes it even more significant. I don't know if that makes any. I don't know if anybody feels that way, but I certainly feel that way. Let's exchange these keys for some gems.
I could use that.
Some more nectars.
I'll take the nectar.
We do love our nectarines. Ooh, Dusa.
Nothing gets to be around here while I am on the job, Your Highness.
You know what? Let's go ahead and try and at the very least make it out of Tartarus. I think we can do just that. And let's also go ahead and change our current accessory to the conch shell, because we do love that riptide. The pact is sealed. My lips are sealed. By Hillary and Haley Duff. Ooh, a Hammer of Daedalus. Blocking a foe. During a dash, your special is faster and deals 200% more damage. That's crazy. Bull Rush gains a Power Rush that deals 500% more damage. Let's go with Dashing Flight.
There we go.
Okay, who's next? Like Goldberg asked. Who's next? Ooh, some money. And let's keep moving over here. And unfortunately, we've got an ad starting in about 3 minutes. Let me go ahead and try to see. Yeah, I probably won't be able to last that long. Well, actually, let's go ahead and snooze it one more time. One more time. Ooh, more money. More money, less problems, I always say. Down he goes.
Don't lose heart, nephew, because in spite of all your efforts, it is probably the case that you still have a long and painful road ahead.
Poseidon, my cool uncle. There's that Daft Punk reference again. Yeah, second one today. It's actually one of my alerts. If you're interested in that, yeah, I kind of just love that line. Your dash damages foes in an area and then knocks them away. Let's do that.
Might of the sea.
Ooh, there's a fish. A dish on a wish.
Come to me, fishies.
Nicely played there, Rich. Very much appreciate that, Redeem. We are Daft Punk heads at the ale cellar. You know, the primary reason that I decided to implement that alert, not just because I love Daft Punk, because I do, but largely because I need to do things over and over in this, because I am such a poor player. And so every time is one more time. Boom. Okay, let's keep chasing after Uncle Poseidon. You know, it's difficult to do subsequent Hades runs because you kind of just start out by assuming that you've got the same power-ups as before. But you don't. You don't, trust me. Okay, and so it's a Tempest Flourish, boons, also Rupture Foes, and attack and special are stronger in the first 10 seconds. Now let's go for the Rupture. There's always one more time. Indeed, very much agreed. Very well said too. What's good in the old shop? Nothing today for sale. So it's either Charon or Darkness. Darkness Fingers. Whoa, this guy is sturdy. Beautiful. Oh, come on, you pest. Okay, so at the very least, the darkness can actually give us some health back, which is nice. And it looks like we're meeting up with cousin Ares. Ares, god of war. If anybody ever saw the old Hercules live-action series. Too bad about Kevin Sorbo, though. What a strange lad. Keep wall slamming. Down he goes.
Smashing.
The more you slay your enemies, my king, the stronger the bond between us, I think. Did you not feel it too? Though perhaps your lust for blood overpowers your senses.
Ah, not nearly enough. Your special inflicts doom. Ares' aid. That one's okay. After you take damage, you inflict doom on those around you. And maybe that's the way to go today.
The war is on.
Ooh. It looks like we have actually gained his favor. Let me go ahead and... doesn't seem like I can snooze ads anymore. Fine, we're almost... let's do it one last time. Okay. Lamau, I still remember my mom letting me stay up late to watch Hercules with Kevin Sorbo.
Let's see if you can.
Ah, that's really cool. I guess it was more like a primetime show, depending on where you watched it. I like watching Hercules so much, just because I kind of just enjoyed a lot of like classical mythology and things like that. And of course, I watched Xena as well, and I kind of just enjoyed the number of episodes where they like both hung out together. It was like the Avengers before the Avengers. Now that I think about it, it's so cartoony though. Still a lot of heart, regardless. Oof.
Useless.
Let's see, 10 p.m. was late when I was 4. No, that makes sense to me. That absolutely makes sense to me. Xena 2 after that. That's awesome. My mom was really into Star Trek and all the sci-fi stuff in the 60s through 90s. Well, you know what, Rich? You've got an awesomely cool mom. So, please let her know that next time you see her. That would be a weird conversation to have, though. By the way, Mom, this streamer that I talked to the other day said that you were cool. Maybe best save that conversation. Come on. Come on, Yuz. Come on, Yug. Down they go. Let's get that pizza. Title Dash is probably as good as we're gonna do. She sure is. But I will remind her she's cool when I see her next. Excellent. I like that. Very much appreciated. Let's get some more life essence.
Should be useful.
Okay. And here's hoping that we're very close to the boss room, because I've got no way to turn off ads next. Yes, no. No. Wall slams. Come on, you. What are you doing there? Down they go. Okay. Some darkness for our troubles, and let's move on. No time for treasure trove. Heart it up. Okay, too many hands, too many wall masters. Wall masters, never one of my favorite friends in The Legend of Zelda. Friends? Do I mean enemies? Or frenemies? Backstab. Okay. And so, let's go meet... I forget what his name is. Always a friend to us, though. Ahoy, hoy.
Oh, but this is just too much for me.
Sisyphus.
Thank you, really. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Hey, just being yourself is enough.
How about you keep on helping me not die as quickly as I might have otherwise? Deal?
Beautiful. And yet, the act of doing so for some interminable length of time appears to have imparted on him a certain kind of outlook in his life, such as it is, one that I may well to do study in my own ample amounts of time to spare.
You ever meet Electo, Sisyphus? Fury Megara's nastier sister?
Let's go ahead and run the ad. Unfortunately, we can't really do too much about it. And there it goes.
Ah,
not seen too much of her myself, Prince said. And based on everything that I've seen and heard, I'd like to keep it that way for a while. I hope she doesn't cause you too much trouble there.
I certainly hope not. Healing darkness. Let's go with darkness.
I got you covered. Some darkness.
See you again, what?
And we gotta go with Aphrodite today. Or, yeah, Aphrodite it is. Your special deals more damage and inflicts weak crush shot. After you take damage, foes around you get weak. So both doom and weak. Let's go with this.
Charon, mate. As a long-time customer, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you again for your invaluable service as a part of my repeated attempts at getting out of here. What would I have done without your wares all these many times? Besides dying a lot faster.
Yeah, who knows? Actually, I don't know that we would have been able to get this far without his help. I see what you mean.
Well, I meant every word.
Oh, beautiful.
Charon, I realize you have a very busy schedule and certainly needn't keep going out of your way for me like this, so here, just a small token of my appreciation for you. If you ever want to talk, know that I'm here.
I certainly wish that I could exemplify such virtues.
Thank you, mate.
Bond forged. He seems to have a certain motive of his own, but it cannot be fathomed, nor can the boatman's manner be deciphered by one such as me. I choose to think he serves a purpose higher even than the master's own. Let's go. Ooh, what is this? Okay, let's get out of here. One more time.
Good news for you. I'm in a real bad mood right now.
Flunderful. Shields up. Move, move. We've got tons of revenge damage going on, but point is, I don't want to get hit. Oh, impervious again. Go. How dare myself indeed. Impervious again? Wow. Boom. Wow, that was rough. And this time we actually made it without losing a life. But what is a life? And what is a man if not but a miserable pile of secrets? Sorry, miserable little pile of secrets. Okay. Honestly, though.
Dionysus has proved unable to contain you.
Moving on.
Moving on, indeed. But I think that is it for us, folks. I think we're done here. Let me go ahead and go back to intermission. Throws glass, but enough talk, indeed. Indeed, I like it. Okay, so that was the Ales and Fails Twitch stream for today, Friday. Once again, happy International Women's Day. Thank you very much for everyone that popped in today, especially longtime friends of the chat. Very nice to see you all. Very nice to exchange some thoughts with you. Thank you very much for accompanying me through this harrowing journey through Tartarus and beyond. If you like this kind of nonsense, feel free to tune in next Thursday. I am playing, as it was suggested, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That is my retro day. And on Fridays, I'm generally playing Monster Hunter World. So if you like this sort of banter, if you like this sort of vibe, kindly join me. Thank you for the stream. Absolutely, Rich. Once again, thank you very much for the banter today. Very happy to see you as well. And thank you very much as well, JD274. It's really good to see you. At this point, I think we're going to go ahead and raid to somebody. And I'm thinking that today maybe we raid out to our friend Droogle, who apparently... Wait, was he streaming? Did I just miss that? It seemed... No, wait, he is there. Well, actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's raid out to Droogle, who happens to be playing Final Fantasy VII. So let's do that. Let me just set that up. And voila. So, as I like to do this, stay thirsty, Alpac. We'll see you again. And it's going to go in about 10 seconds. So I'm just going to stand awkwardly here while the raid goes on. Do you want me to... Oh, sorry, I kind of just threw it out there. But thank you, Jazz, as well, for joining us. I will have to catch you again. And with that, very much appreciated, but very much looking forward to... Oh, you also have an excellent rest of your day. Good to catch up with you. And with that, let's go ahead and end stream.